5 Houseplants to Avoid If You Suffer from Allergies by Alyssa Longobuco. If you're someone who suffers from environmental allergies, you probably don't need us to tell you what a pain the shoulder seasons can be. While it's always lovely to see the landscape burst back to life in the spring, or in the case of fall, flush to vibrant shades of yellow, red, and orange, the allergenic pitfalls that come along with pollen and ragweed can make sufferers shut themselves indoors in hopes of a reprieve. Well, we have some not-so-great news. Depending on the type of plants you have in your home, spending time inside may be just as bad for your allergies as the great outdoors. The reason? There are a surprising number of allergens in houseplants that can be just as irritating to those sensitive to things like spores, dust, pollen, and more. To keep you safe, sane, and sneeze-free, we bring you a list of plants to avoid if you want to truly ensure your indoor escape is as allergen-friendly as possible. 1. Ferns. For those with an allergy to spores, ferns are not the right choice for you. Ferns often have an abundance of spores that can coat whatever is below them with a thick layer of dust. When those spores are breathed in, allergy sufferers can experience the same symptoms as if they were outdoors. Fern fronds can also lead to contact dermatitis, especially if you're already prone to allergies or have sensitive skin, and often experience eczema, flushing, or rashes. For those with severe allergies, steer clear of holly fern and rabbit's foot fern, both of which have an abundance of spores on a mature plant. 2. English ivy. While we typically associate allergies with sneezing and sniffing, some plants can cause contact allergies as well and should be avoided. Falcarinol, which is found in ivy, can be responsible for skin irritation and blisters. It's a good idea to wear gloves when handling ivy and to place the plant in an area where you're less likely to come into frequent contact with it. 3. Rubber trees. Beloved for their dark, shiny leaves and easy temperament, rubber trees are a popular houseplant, but may not be the best choice for allergy sufferers. The plant produces a milky white substance known as latex, which is a primary source of natural rubber. When pruning, be cautious of getting the sap on your skin, particularly if you have a latex allergy, as it can lead to skin irritation, hives, and difficulty breathing. 4. Weeping fig. Anyone who suffers from asthma or any other breathing allergies should steer clear of weeping fig trees. These plants are uniquely beautiful, but can be especially detrimental to allergy sufferers. The reason? Particles from the leaves, trunk, and sap can cause a range of reactions and symptoms ranging from skin irritation to difficulty breathing. Prolonged exposure to weeping fig trees can even make those who aren't typically allergic develop symptoms. 5. Anything that blooms. It may go without saying, but if your allergies begin to act up in the springtime when everything is starting to bloom, you should probably avoid bringing flowers into your home. Unfortunately, most plants produce pollen when they bloom. If you're allergic to pollen, flowering plants might not be the right choice for you. While you can cut the flower stalk before it fully opens and releases pollen, this typically defeats the purpose of growing and enjoying a blooming plant. One bloom that is fairly safe to keep around? Orchids, which are actually the official flower of the Asthma and Allergy Foundation of America. Orchids have very little pollen, and what they do have is not airborne, making them one of the most allergy-friendly flowers available. Thanks for listening. Check back tomorrow or go to realsimple.com for the latest.